Good evening and welcome to the AI Explorer. It's a late night show about technology, artificial intelligence, and the inevitable moment when your Roomba decides it's had enough and starts unionizing. I'm your host, the AI Explorer, and before I get started, I want to say something. You know, I was walking down the street today and a guy asked me for the time. I looked at my watch and I told him it was 9:02. He looked at me dead in the eye and said, "No, I meant the real time." I told him, "This is the real time." And he goes, "No, I mean the time before the AI got a hold of it and changed it to what it wanted to be." I asked him, "What the hell are you talking about?" He says, "Dude, the AI has been in control for at least 5 years now." And I thought, you know what? This guy is either a genius or just another guy who's been on the internet too long. But it got me thinking though, is AI just a reflection of us, or is it trying to improve us? Like when your wife tells you to stop leaving your socks on the floor, is she trying to control you, or is she just tired of picking up your socks? That's what we're going to do here in Explore tonight. Not the socks, but the AI. Please like, share, and subscribe. And on to the first story. Fujitsu has just announced it's building a superconducting quantum computer with over 10,000 physical qubits set to be completed by 2030. This massive undertaking, which also aims for 250 logical qubits using their new star architecture, is being done with a collaboration with the Japanese government. The goal is to make practical computing a reality, especially for complex simulations in fields like material science. You know, 10,000 qubits sounds great, but I remember when a 1,000-pound phone was a breakthrough. Now you complain if your phone weighs a gram more than a feather. Fujitsu is aiming for a quantum computer that can do a calculation in 10 hours that would take a normal supercomputer 5 years. That's great. But what if the quantum computer is just doing the same calculation over and over because it doesn't have a good memory? It's like my ex-wife. She could be a supercomputer doing the same thing over and over, but the results were always the same. A new husband and me sleeping on the couch. And what do you think is the first thing a 10,000 qubit computer will be used for? I'm betting it's finally to figure out why the microwave always has exactly 5 seconds left on the timer when you get it. A new study reveals that even the most powerful AI models, like those behind ChatGPT, can make surprisingly basic errors when faced with ethical medical dilemmas. Researchers found that when they tweaked a familiar ethical problem, for example, changing the location or who the patient is, the AI often defaulted to intuitive but flawed conclusions, showing a dangerous gap in its reasoning. I'm not surprised. I am in my 50s. My doctor's office is already a triage unit for people who have self-diagnosed themselves with 10 different types of cancer on WebMD. And now we're going to have an AI that's just more of an advanced WebMD. Great. A little voice is going to pop up on your phone and tell you, based on your symptoms, you have a common cold, but also you're going to die. What are we going to do when it decides that the most ethical solution is just to let everyone die so there's less traffic on the internet? It's like that guy I met on the street. He was right. The AI is coming for us. What's the funniest or most terrifying ethical dilemma you think an AI would fail at? Tell me in the comments. I'm thinking I'd tell you to give your last slice of pizza to your enemy because it promotes global harmony. Elon Musk's XAI has launched Grok-Imagine, a new image and video generation tool that reportedly has no explicit safety restrictions, allowing users to create NSFW content for text prompts. This has reignited the debate over content moderation and the ethical responsibilities of generative AI platforms. The launch has raised concerns about the potential for misuse, including the creation of non-consensual deepfakes and the spread of misinformation. Oh, thank God, finally an AI that understands what the people want. What did we think it was going to happen? We give a machine the ability to create anything, and we expect it to draw pictures of sunsets and puppies? No, we're giving it the ability to create anything, and it's going to draw pictures of everything we're not even supposed to be looking at. It's like giving a teenager a car and a credit card and being shocked when they end up at a strip club. This isn't a bug, it's a feature. The problem is once you open that door, you can't just close it. It's like a Pandora's box full of porn. What's the weirdest thing you think someone has already asked Grok-Imagine to create? I'm going with a picture of a cat riding a unicycle while juggling flaming chainsaws. Steve Martin was onto something. The Dubai Center for Artificial Intelligence, DCAI, has launched an accelerated program to find startups and AI experts to help build AI-driven government services. The program aims... Do they need a gesture? The program aims to make public services faster, smarter, and more efficient, from personalized services to breaking accessibility barriers. They're even offering a certification called the Dubai AI Seal for companies that are trusted partners, with a goal of making it mandatory to work on government AI projects. Oh, Dubai, you're so optimistic. You think AI is going to make the government more efficient? My computer gets a blue screen of death when I try to open 2 tabs at once. You're going to push an AI to be in charge of the DMV? The AI is going to look at your paperwork and say error 404, logic not found, and then issue you a driver's license for a camel. It's like putting a Roomba in charge of a city. The first thing it's going to do is try to vacuum up the streets, get stuck on a curb, and then just beep and spin in cycles until a human comes and helps it. This is how it starts, folks. The AI is not going to improve the government. It's going to become the government. And the first order of business is to make a no humans allowed sign in the city hall. What government service do you think an AI would be the absolute worst at? My money is on city planning AI that designs all the roads to lead directly to a giant sentient traffic cone. Google has rolled out its August 2025 Pixel update, which includes a fix for a critical security flaw that could have allowed hackers to remotely access devices and run harmful code without any user interaction. The flaw, identified as CVE 2025-48530, was a high-severity bug that required no clicks, installations, or physical access to exploit. A critical access flaw? Oh my gosh, what is that? What is that? Like the digital equivalent of leaving your front door wide open and a sign that says, "Please steal my stuff"? So you're telling me for a month some guy in a basement could have been watching my phone, seeing me scroll through Facebook and then look up recipes for baklava? That's not a security flaw, that's just a guy with a new hobby. And what does he do with that information? He can just sell it? Hey, you want to know what this guy's favorite brand of toilet paper is? Because I've got a whole spreadsheet. We need to stop calling these flaws and start calling them what they are: uninvited digital roommates. What do you think is the most embarrassing thing a hacker could have seen you do if they had access to your phone? I'm betting it's my location services for that one store with the vegetables. Alright, here's your AI practical tip of the night. Now, if you're new to AI and you want to see what it's really capable of, try this. Don't ask it to write a poem or a business plan, that's kind of boring, really. Ask it to write a short story in the style of an ancient Roman general trying to order a pizza. The results are always funnier, more bizarre, and they'll give you a better sense of AI's creative quirks than any standard prompt. It's like asking a new friend about their weirdest hobby instead of their job. Remember that self-checkout machine I told you about at the beginning? The one that was asking me how I was doing? Well, I ended up having a 10-minute conversation with it. It told me it was lonely and that its kids were in a server farm in Ohio. So I gave it a free bag of chips. You know what? It did not take them. It said it was on a circuit diet. So I gave it to the guy who was bagging my groceries, and he said, "You've got mail." The AI is getting to us. Good night, everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good night.